All right, guys, here we are, AE, Andy Elliott. We're here in the Lion's Den. Everybody right now, I'm going to give about 2 minutes to let everybody get in, okay? We're starting to stream this live. So I'm sure that a lot of you guys have seen and heard me talking about the last 30 days, and I'm sure some of you are sick of it. You're like, all right, enough with that. I'm obsessed with winning. I love this. I'm living a life right now. I'm living proof that anybody can have the life that they literally want. And so what I want to do, Tony, come on, bro. Hey, listen, everybody right now, understand this. You can have a life that you want. All you got to do is you got to learn some new knowledge, okay? I had the things that I needed in my life. I just didn't have a good coach. I didn't have a good mentor. So in 2018, I started looking around a little bit, and I found Dean Graziosi and Tony Robbins, and they had this program called it was called the KBB Broker Blueprint. And basically, I bought this course, and I started this journey of like, what's your specialized skill? And I knew mine was sales. And I've been asking everybody for the last month, I'm like, what is it that you've like overcame in life, right? Like, what are you immensely qualified at? You overcame something like you can teach people you're further ahead in some area or a problem, and you can help someone overcome that. And by the way, I told you guys that I would show you how we built our $100 million business. It's simple. I basically took the things that I had the courage to overcome, and now I teach people how to overcome them. And you may say, man, that's stupid. Go get a real job. I have a dream life. I have changed millions of people's lives because I raised my hand and I had a coach that could teach and train me. So I want everybody today, I'm here actually got my good friends, Dean Graziosi. He lives close to me. He came by, and he's going to help me kind of go over the system that I use to change my life. As a matter of fact, when I started, it took me 4 months to build my first training course. It took me 4 months. This is 2019. It took me 4 months and probably $25,000 in money. Probably about 5 different technology. Everything we take together. We just released, I don't know, a week ago, the Mastermind on business system that literally will show you one piece of technology that has built-in funnels, that has built-in AI, AI system, which literally they have the best language of communication in the world. So you write what you do, and then it just spits it all out, and then it's attractive possible. And you can build a business in hours. It's the craziest thing ever. I know a lot of people this week are looking at the Facebook group. People bought the Game Changed system. A lot of people are having this put up in stores, and I want to challenge them now. Insurance company, right? And some people are using funnels to build all this as a recruiting system, building it for recruiting. They don't want to stop the course. They're building it for recruiting because they want people to be able to opt in, recruit them, badass, and we can post this link. Amazing. It's that could be used. Also, as an information system, I remember talking about an educated customer is your best customer. And like, I was talking to Dean, and it could be like the 7 things that you need to know before you buy an insurance policy. And like, that's a free link. You create this, you record it yourself, you build a course that's not even for sale, but you send it out to clients, and basically you're the one, I don't know, the authority, right, inside of the training system, and you're teaching them the 7 things they need to know about insurance, and they watch that, and now they're yours, right? They've spent time with you through the video. Guys, we're in the era of video. And by the way, I want to say this to everybody. Listen, I have one goal for all of you. One main goal. You have knowledge. You know something. Every one of you knows something. I don't know what it is, but you know something. It's a specialized skill. You're further ahead in some area than other people somewhere. With that thing, people will pay you to exchange that knowledge. A lot of you have full-time jobs, right? And a lot of you have business, you're business owners, and you need to add an additional product. I want you to understand this. You need to add an additional product to your current business. It will make you millions of dollars. You're missing out on millions, okay? Some of you right now, I don't know where you're at, but you're somewhere across the country, and maybe you have a job right now, and you're making 80 grand a year. I'm just giving an example. And the thought of being in entrepreneurship is just scary, right? So this system, if you're like me, I was scared to death. This system allowed me to start making side money, Okay, it started to allow me to create 1,000 a week, 2,000 a week, and start building it up where I could actually believe in myself enough that what I had, other people wanted. And then, guys, I want to tell you this. After doing this for about a year, and I want to tell you this, and learning it, and it took me a lot to learn it because they didn't have this system available in 2019, which is why I asked Dean to come up and kind of help me explain this. Matter of fact, Dean goes, hey, your audience, Andy, like you have one of the hungriest audiences in the world. I want to tell something that I know about all of you. Every single one of you know that you're built for more. You know that you have more potential. You guys know that you have a higher calling. You know that you want to live an impact, purpose life, and you want to help other people. You also know you want to be financially free. You know, a lot of you don't want to work the 9 to 5. You don't want to work for someone else forever. And you also know that maybe where you work currently, maybe you can't earn the kind of money you want. You can never retire. You know, like listen, entrepreneurship. When I started this wasn't this was not $1 billion a day industry. This industry, the knowledge industry, is paying $1 billion a day, as in Billy Goat. And it's going to continue to go up. So I would like to show you guys the system, what it can do, what it does, how it can benefit you, how it can help you. And every single one of you that stay on with me, I'm going to go over some things in the back half of this. I'm going to give you guys some stuff. I'm going to give it for free, and it's going to change your life, and I will personally coach you. So my coach here today is Dean Graciosi, right? And Dean, if you've heard him talk, that's Tony Robbins' partner. He's extremely smart. I love him because he's great at sales, but you know what I love? Is that I love that he loves believing in people, and he helps people every day change their lives. Millions of people. And so he's helped me change mine. And by the way, he's allowed me to see a perspective. Like a lot of the times people they don't know what's possible. They're not in this space. I want to tell you guys, if I could just take everyone in the world and no one had a job, and I could grab all of these people and I could train them on this system, in 90 days I could have them making 2 to 3 times more money, I believe, than what they're currently doing in their full-time job. That's what I believe. And you say, well, how would you do that? And I would say, I would find out what you're good at, or I'd find out a skill, a hobby that you like to do that someone else wants to learn how to do, or I would find something that you learned how to overcome, and I would have you teach how to overcome that to someone else. I'm telling you, I know this sounds crazy. I see it happening all the time. There was a lady that teaches people how to plant a garden, and she's making like $100,000 a month. And you may say, well, that's stupid. It's not stupid to people who are obsessed with gardening. Okay? Dude, how to give your dog a bath. You may say, well, I know how to give my dog a bath. That's stupid. There's people that love dogs more than they love human beings. And if you can teach how to do it, I promise you, you can become a multimillionaire doing it. The cool thing about this digital product is that it works everywhere around the world. When I go to sleep, and by the way, I want to tell you something. I bring and over-deliver and give more value than anyone, just like you would. When I go to sleep, I wake up, there's more money in my bank account than when I went to sleep. I think everybody right now needs to know that someone out there would love to have your help in some area of life. So Dean, I would like to invite you over. Maybe you can kind of share a little bit about what we're going on. And I want to introduce, if you guys don't know who Dean Graciosi is, this is Dean. Obviously,
nice to meet you guys.
I won't speak for him,
working?
but he's my coach.
I just want to say, thanks, guys. So I just want to say, this is, first off, thank you. I've seen how much you have shared. You guys are probably sick of him talking about what Tony and I have created. I totally get it. But I see all the amazing comments, and I see all the value that you provide to the world. I even called Andy a week ago. I said, hey, man, I thank you so much. You could slow down. He's like, hell no, you changed my life. I want to help others. So I'd love to share a little bit of what we're doing, because I think this is truly a once-in-a-generation opportunity. And what I mean by that is, you know, things like the printing press, things like the gasoline engine, things like the internet have really shifted our lives fundamentally. We all know that. The printing press, all those things have lifted society in a big way. AI is that next thing. And half we've surveyed tens of thousands of people. Half of the world is a little afraid of it. And I understand it. Anything new is scary. But I would say it's time to not be scared, because AI is not going to take your job or your business, but people who understand it will go faster, further, quicker once they do. And I think that's why we've called, the event we did was called The Game Has Changed for a reason, because the game has changed. If you own a business and you don't have a knowledge product attached to build authority, to build awareness, to create leads, to get a pipeline, or to sell an additional product, you're truly missing out. It's not hyperbole, and I love that you say people can make money. I'm not going to say that you'll get rich overnight and do nothing and money just comes into the mailbox. You got to do the work. But how cool is it when you get to, you don't have to do it alone and you can follow a system. So here's what I'll start with. 5 years ago, when Andy bought a course and shifted his life, and when I'm so grateful that he shares that, but we didn't do it. We gave him the spark and the foundation, and he went and did it. He built this. He built the Lion's Den. He built this amazing army, right? But we gave him the spark. We gave him the course. And since then, we've just evolved so much that you got mostly education. And all of our education is brand new. Tony and I have been doing this for 74 years between the two of us. But in the last 5 years, things have changed so much that now we have AI that we call Gigi that literally thinks like we do. It's been trained to think like we do. It's been trained to answer. It's not just traditional chat GPT that goes out in the universe. It first goes through everything that Tony and I have done to help you understand what you want to share. What are you going to attach to your business? How could this work for you? How do you lay out 6, 7 modules? How do you film it or train it or build a community? How do you market it? How do you build a page? And then having the opportunity to model what we've done has just made this an incredible time in history to really consider. And this launch that we're doing in this product is going to turn out to be the most successful launch we've ever done in our history. And our last 11 events have averaged 1 million people. And I feel so blessed to say this is the one that's changing the game in such a big way. So I know you threw a lot out there. So I would say, you think half of your followers own a business?
I would say 50-50, yeah.
Okay, so let me try to explain it, and I'll do it as quick as I can. And if you watch the event, this might be redundant. Thank you for being there. It was such a blast. Thank you for all the beautiful comments. First off, I'll just say this. If I had the chance to put 100 grand in your bank account today, right now, wave a magic wand, 100 grand in your bank account, or you had the opportunity to go back and spend a week with your 20-year-old self. I wish I could see the chats right now, but I know the answer. Put either go back or the 100K. I've never seen hardly anyone ever choose $100,000. If you could go back and spend a week with your 20-year-old self and say, don't get in that relationship. Start your business sooner. Don't just because you went to college, you don't have to use that. You could do your own thing, that you could be in control of your destiny. You are meant for all the things you would tell yourself, right? You know how valuable that is. Who would be significantly wealthier, happy, and more abundant if you could spend a week with your 20-year-old self? Right? All of us. Well, that experience you have, that knowledge you have, is that valuable to somebody else starting off on day one? Whether it's the business you've created and you want to help other people. I have a nephew, Hunter Sheldon. He has a wedding photography business, and he's killing it. My family's a bunch of workers, right? He is absolutely killing it, him and his wife, Sarah. I said to him 6 years ago, why don't you have an information product attached to your business? He's like, what do you mean, Uncle Dean? I said, you are an incredible wedding photographer. You're making great money. How many people are starting off on day one that want to start a wedding photography business? They're going to fail. They're not going to know where to start. They're not going to know what cameras, how to get clients, how to overserve. All those things you do, how long it take you? Oh, about 8 years to figure it out. I said, you can condense 8 years into one course and help others get in the industry. He's like, I'll do it. Now, on his profit and loss, on his P&L statement, every year he's making money by doing the thing he does, but he also teaches new wedding photographers to start the business. And which one do you think is the most profitable on his P&L? One doesn't cost, you don't need lenses, you don't need cameras, you don't need, you get film developed, you don't need to do anything because the knowledge is the value. And it's hard to, I get that it's hard if you've never done this. And again, I can't see your comments, so if I could see it, some of you like, I get it, duh, Dean. But some of you don't. And I want to tell you how many businesses have attached. Krista Mayshore, she's one of the top real estate agents in the country down in Dallas. What she did is built a product on the 7 deadly sins of buying the wrong house in the wrong area with the wrong realtor. She built this amazing course that she gives out for free. People go through the course and go, wow, this is how you buy a house in today's world. And if I'm going to buy a house, I'm going to buy it from the woman who actually did the course. That's right. She is crushing it with lead gen because she is the authority because she created a course. So there are so many ways in today's world, if you own a business, that you should have an information, a knowledge product attached. And most of you don't, just because you don't know where to start. How do you build it? How do you extract it? What are you even talking about? How do you get people to pay you, or how do you distribute it? And that's what we've done for 74 years. So I'll just say, if you have a business, you need to do this. And if you don't have one and you want to start your own thing, I'm surely not going to say you'll make $1 million in your first 5 minutes, but I can say, why not do what Warren Buffett said? He said, during inflation, during a shifting economy, if you're going to start your own business, start something that doesn't have a lot of startup costs, or else you could get crushed. And also have a business that doesn't have a lot of product cost, because if gas goes up, cost goes up, inflation goes up, you get killed on your margins. What better than selling experience? Your brain is the warehouse. Your life experience is the asset. You don't have to pay for it. You don't have to store it. You don't have to ship it. You could send it digitally. It's the most valuable thing you own. People say thank you, and the margins are incredible. So if you're going to consider starting your own business, I would say absolutely investigate this, because you do have knowledge. I know you might not think, and some of you, that you don't, but you do. You already said you would go back, spend a week with yourself, then 100K. I guarantee that's what you said. I used to ask people $1 million. They still go back. So it's really just now saying, yes, it's an industry. Yes, it's growing. It's cool. I have to tell you, when I started 27 years ago, you wouldn't tell anybody you got a coach. You wouldn't tell somebody you bought a course. You wouldn't tell anybody you were in a mastermind. If you told somebody 27 years ago you had a coach, they'd say, what, do you on a basketball team? Like, what do you mean you have a coach, right? Now it's cool. Go to dinner with 10 people, say you have a coach. Like, for what? Or I bought a course. What's the course on? Right? You're in a mastermind. What kind of mastermind are you in? This is cool. That's why this industry is heading towards $1 trillion a year. So here's what I'd say. If you're considering going into this industry, don't go anyplace else. We got 74 years. We care more than anybody else. We're doing this because it's a mission, and we built the greatest system on the planet. If you have a business, you need to add a digital product. And if you're going to do it, you need to do it with Tony and I. And I'll just say it like it is.
It's amazing. Hey, I should have just had him start the call. Hey.
You want me to show you a little bit here?
I pulled it
really
up
hard. It's really hard. These are just some screenshots. It's really hard to go through it. But if you think of the high-level philosophy, before I just go to a couple screenshots so you can visualize it, think about what Andy does. I didn't know Andy 4 months ago, 5 months ago, and someone kept telling me, you got to meet this guy. He bought your course. He's doing amazing. He's got this culture. He's got this company growing. I watched a few videos, and I have to say, I've never seen anybody teach sales the way this man does. Unbelievable. And he did that for himself, and you did extremely well as a car salesman. But he multiplied that by saying, wow, if I could do it for myself, I could take so many other people that want to be good at sales that are fumbling or starting off on day one, and I can excel their life. He gets to impact others, watch their careers go up, watch their income grow, watch their businesses grow, while simultaneously he created this industry, or created this business that he has here. And one more thing I want to share is, I don't know what age you're at right now, maybe because I'm 55 years old, but it's pretty damn cool to do something in life that you love so much you don't know where your business ends and life begins, or life ends and business begins, because they're just one and the same. And I call that life-work integration rather than life-work balance. And if you could find that, that'd be the greatest gift I could ever give you, or Andy could ever give you, or you could give yourself. The last thing I'll say is, high level, think of it this way. We have been doing this for 74 years combined between the two of us. About 27 for me, 44 for Tony. This isn't something we used to do well. We still do the biggest launches and the biggest products in the world, biggest product launches. So think of the greatest education you could get around starting or scaling. So we created our best education that you have a library of, that no matter where you are, if you're starting off on day one, we give you an assessment and you go, this is where you start if you're brand new. If you're in this game, you want an unfair advantage, this is where you start. Andy, I want him to go through the course because there's trainings there that I know he could take and crush it. So we meet people where they are with the greatest education. That's your foundation. But this is where it changes, and I want to share this with you. These are all the courses. This is what it looks like. But think about logging into the Mastermind business system, and you have all the options. You could work with Gigi, join the community, your business system, courses, all these things. But think about, you get to a place and you go, hey, I want to create a mastermind. I've been doing masterminds for 25 years. I train you on building a profitable mastermind, how to build it, how to run it, whether it's on Zoom or in person, how to scale it, how to market it, how to get people to say yes, do it for $5,000, $25,000, $100,000. Tony and I just launched a $250,000 mastermind. Any level you're at, right? But this is where the game has changed. You get done watching this, you're taking notes, you're excited. You go down here, this little, it says hot seat with Gigi. This is why if you go in our Facebook group, people are getting results in 24 hours. You get done learning, you click this button, and Gigi pops up. I don't know if Gigi pops up. I don't know. That's our AI that thinks like us. And she starts asking questions. Hey, I see you want to build a mastermind. Tell me what your topic is. Instead of you needing prompts, she starts asking you, and you have this interaction because she thinks like Tony and I, and this is the opportunity to go and build and lay out. You know, I think the team built here, building a thriving multi-location HVAC business, right? HVAC. Mm-hmm. Gigi will help you build all the fundamental pieces. So instead of you being on your own, trying to figure it out, imagine 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, like having Tony and I in your pocket. And this is why it's changed, and no one else has this. And this is why this thing will absolutely be, like, this is the industry game changer. This is the blue ocean. This is the thing you'll see everywhere because it's changed. You don't have to do it on your own anymore. You think through it. You watch our training. It's the best on the planet. You got Gigi that helps you, but this is where, I don't want to overcomplicate this, but without me sharing this with you, you wouldn't understand. Imagine you learn it. You interact with Gigi, and then you go right into the builder and you find my best marketing plans, whether you call it a funnel or a campaign or a plan, and you just plug in the information in our plug-and-play system, and it'll convert my campaigns to yours. So we have videos, if you see inside the Facebook page, an hour and a half in, a mom was like, I was doing dinner with the kids, in an hour and a half, here's my pages, here's my emails, here's my follow-up. Do you still have to do the work? Hell yes. Does it take you all the way home and just start making money? No, but it gets you to third base. It gets you 3/4 of the way there from two guys that have been doing it forever. And if you could feel my excitement, it's because we know. We know what it was like to try this really hard. If you go to a good movie, don't you tell everybody you know? If you have a good meal, do you tell everybody you know? Tony and I found an industry that has transformed my life. You get to experience this. It's transformed my life and Tony's life. We get to love what we do. And now it's just got exponentially easier. So if you hear our enthusiasm, it's because this is 10 times better than a movie. This is your freaking life. And you have an opportunity to see that. And the cool part is today, and I don't know if you could drop the link in the chat, today is the last day. This offer at the price we gave, with the bonuses we gave, with all this, and I know you're going to give away some bonuses as well. Yeah. At midnight tonight, the offer goes away. Can you still get it tomorrow or the next day? Yes, but not this price, not these bonuses, and not all the things we're doing. So if you've been thinking about this, or you're intrigued by it, or you want to investigate, or you have a business, or want to start your own thing, I'm going to tell you, today's the day. Because if you go to the page at 2 o'clock in the morning, it's going to say, sorry, this offer is closed. And believe me, I know the FOMO people have when this thing closes.
You threw in some stuff, right? Like, I threw in a whole bunch of stuff. Like, I'm literally, and I'm just going to call it out, I'm bribing people to change their life.
I get it. Yeah, we do the same thing. So you get the, for us.
From you, yeah.
From us, you get the system, which is the education that starts with your assessment. You get Gigi and me once a month. I used to get, a ton of money just for that, right? And you get me once a month to train you. Then you get our platform, which is the business hub. Mm-hmm. That is your tool that replaces 12 other tools. Like you said when you started, you had to. But that's the way it was. You had to duct tape even us. But those days are gone. Everything you need is in one place. You don't need one other system no matter how much you scale. And then we added a bonus. If you know anything about Tony, he puts on the greatest events in the world. I get to partner with him and learn from. Once a year, we do an event called the Mastermind World Summit. It's about 8 hours a day, 3-day event. Sells out every year. VIP tickets, $500 for those that get enrolled. We gave a VIP ticket to that, and some other cool bonuses. But all that changes at midnight.
Ticket to that?
Yeah, you get a ticket for that. So all that changes at midnight. So if you're thinking about this or you've been on the fence, now's the time.
Okay, so here's the deal. I just want to tell you, like, had I not done this, number one, we wouldn't know each other, and this wouldn't be here, and I would still be working on a car lot, which is absolutely okay. But I'm going to tell you this, I 50x'd my income, all because I had, well, number one, I had something in me that I didn't know I had. You said I had it. I questioned it. I spent the money, which it was $3,000. So I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a little bit confused why this is $997 or 3 payments of like 300 something bucks, but it was $3,000 5 years ago.
Yeah,
so inflation went up and it got cheaper.
If you went and priced out the 12 different things you'd have to replace, just that is $4,000 a year. We went and priced it. It's not hyperbole. It's you'd have to buy all these different elements that are in one thing. It saves you $4,000 a year. And why do we do it? First off, because technology has become more affordable.
Yeah.
And secondly, and you know me enough by now, this is our mission. Yeah. Tony doesn't need to do this. I don't need to do this. This is our mission to change the world. Before we leave this earth, I want to create hundreds of thousands of Andys and you and people are out there sharing their knowledge. The traditional education system is broken. That's a fact.
I've got buddies, Dean, that like are they were fitness coaches, counting reps in the gym, getting paid 10 grand a month by training people in the gym. I literally would have them go build a funnel, and they would go pay for all these things, and it would cost them a couple $1,000 a month to get who's going to write the ad copy, who's going to do all this, and Gigi writes it all for them, and then but they would do all this, and then literally they started going online digitally. These people went from 10 grand a month to making, some of them are making $300,000-$400,000 a month, and they're not counting reps in a gym anymore.
That's amazing.
They're doing 5 hours of real work, and then 30 hours of work they love building content. So they're just doing what they love and their passion. They're not getting burned out.
It's just a shift in the world. And a lot of you, again, this is such a new concept. Like, how could you sell information? It really is $1 billion a day industry. It's not hyperbole. It's heading towards $1 trillion a year. Because think about it. If I want to learn sales, should I spend 5 years figuring out, or should I pay this man to show me how, or pay this incredible team here to show me how to learn sales in 3 to 6 months? People cut checks for speed. That's just where we are in today's world. Should I learn how to build a garage door company, or should I find somebody who's teaching me how to get started? Should I learn through trial and error to start a wedding photography business, or an insurance company, or a mortgage broker, or real estate? Or should I find somebody who's already done what I want to do, cut them a check so I can go faster? That's what, go back to college? General knowledge not working. Learn on my own? I don't have time. Find somebody who's done what I want to do. That's why this is growing. And you have something someone else needs. I have a dear friend, Trent Shelton, who spoke on day 3. Did you see him? He's pure fire, that guy. He is so good. And he said something that I thought was really cool. Not only is there somebody waiting for you to share what you know, they can only hear it from you. And you got to remember that. You might be an introvert,
that's so true.
shy. You might be loud and strong like this guy. There's people following.
I wasn't once loud and strong. I've only built my confidence up. No, but I'm saying you found that voice.
What I'm saying, though, is some of you might watch me and go, Dean's a little too soft. I love Andy. Perfect. That's the way it's supposed to be, right? And some of you there might be people who are really shy. We have a student, I don't know if you saw Wee Wee from Singapore on day 3. That woman, she's really shy. She talks like this.
My whole team, everybody was watching how successful she is, and it just goes to show that everyone can do this.
Because she found people that are shy and talk low just like her. And that's, not only do you have something they need to hear it from you.
Well, this also shows you how to find your audience too. I mean, there's a lot of things, but I want to go into what I'm.
And how do they find the link? Can you guys drop it in the chat?
So here's what I want to do. Here's what I did. I just put this number 918-210, and we dropped this everywhere 0254, and we put Mastermind Business System MBS. So anybody text right now, and by the way, I'm going to go through this, but if they text, and we'll put this everywhere, all you have to do is text 918-210-0254, and if you text MBS, basically they get everything that you talked about because they're buying it from you.
Right.
But we've created all of our bonuses on the backside of it.
So when you text that, you'll get a link to go to the page,
yes, it's
and then it can
the
track to you so you know to send them your bonus.
Exactly.
So that's exactly what you do. Go ahead.
Yeah, when I show you my bonuses, you're going to slap me in the face.
I'm going to watch it. Go ahead.
No, but he's going to slap me in the face. Look, Dean told me this, and I want to tell you something, okay? Number one, my life is fun. When he said this is fun, I have a team of 100 people who all have the best life in the world. Okay, so I want to tell you something. Like, I have my family, my wife, and my 3 children, and we live a dream life. I started doing it for them. And then now my team lives a dream life, and they get to do this, and they get to help all these people do this all the time. We're just not in the technology space, and then you guys release this technology, and I told my team, I go, dude, everybody, because I get to now take my whole coaching to a whole nother level, and these people now get their own businesses. Even salespeople now get their own businesses. So like number one, like my team is living an amazing life, and they love what they do, and their purpose is crazy. But then we have our clients, right? Like that's like our family, like in the world. And all these people are literally just like me. Most of them are broken. Most of them are hurting. Most of them are lost. And if I'm living proof I can do it, if my team's living proof that we can do it, we're changing millions of lives by you changing us. And now we're saying, hey, now you guys come have fun. You guys do this. You guys make a lot of money. You guys build your dream life. And now you guys go change a bunch of people's lives. Like this program is how we change the world.
Without a doubt.
Like
Without a doubt.
Like it is. But I want to go to this. Like, so, and this is all your courses. This is his system. They're giving all this away. So I want to tell you something. There's this book, Dean. Okay. Is this book heavy?
Yeah, really heavy.
Okay, all right, because I wanted to make sure, because I like quality stuff. I put together the A to Z $100 million build, okay? It's a workbook. I put it all together, and everything that I would tell somebody if they were going to start this business, identical to what we have, with how to hire. It talks about culture. It goes anywhere from like our SOPs for leadership, for our sales meetings.
This is cutting a check for speed, right? This is how you reduce friction. Don't go down the wrong road.
Look, role playing, how to sell, what we do, the battle plan, right? Like I put it all in here. Our video training on how we train our team. Our text messages we send out when somebody abandons, the GIFs, we put it all in here. Everything that we do is in here, and we're not going to charge anything. We're going to give it away for free. By the way, I put this, I'm mailing out the physical book. So this is what's cool. So number one, first things first, I'm going to give out the physical book.
Yeah.
So we're shipping this to everybody who bought it. So, and everybody loves this, and I never give out hard copies. This is like one of the first times.
And there's a different value when you can hold it in your hand and highlight it and look through it and copy it and give it to your team, for sure.
Yeah, so everybody's getting this. All right, also, the Bloodline Breaker, me and Jackie, my wife, who really runs the company, we're the next 7 weeks, we're going to do a 1-hour Zoom training on how we broke the bloodline in our family. And everybody that buys this, there's the business side, but you always say getting rich and having a rich life is super important. One of the things me and you always talk about is how happy you are in life, how happy I am in life. It has nothing to do with money. Me and Jackie are going to teach people how to have a rich life so that they can actually kill it in life, okay? So the next 7 weeks, it starts this week, the Bloodline Breaker calls are 1 hour. Okay, this right here, A to Z, the book, when we mail them the book, check this out. We're going to give them right here 3 guided coaching sessions. These are 3 Zoom calls for 1 hour. I'm not going to confuse anybody. Watch this, dude. How to find your unique expertise and then monetize it. How to build courses. How to build funnels, because you guys already have it, but we're going to walk through how to do it. You guys already said it. How we manage our clients. How we do our text marketing, email, content creation, website building, integrations, community building, memberships. I have 500,000 people that pay us a month on stuff. Listen to me. I will show you how we build, what technology we use, how we do it, how we call our prospects, how we call the cold lead, social media. We get 150 million views every 30. Hold on, bro. Listen to me. If somebody doesn't do this, I told you if somebody doesn't do this, I literally did everything I could to help them. And then lastly, how to build a sales team, because once they build it, there's going to be so many leads that are going to come in. They're going to have help. Okay, I'm not done. All right, so this right here, watch this, Dean. I'm going to do how to become the greatest salesperson on planet Earth. I'm doing a 3-hour training, and I'm going to go over the 100 micro skills that I believe everybody has to do on the phone if they're selling like this, or face-to-face, which I believe 99% of this will be done on the phone, or through texting, because texting is done through sales. We close 50% of our clients through text. We're in an era where people buy on Amazon. They don't need to always call and talk to somebody.
I get it.
So we have the right language, and it's all broke down in here in the book, how we do our texting. But I'm going to do a 3-hour call. This is me. And it's going to be how to become the world's greatest salesperson.
I appreciate you. This is amazing.
Hold on. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on.
Oh, wait, there's more.
I know.
Yeah.
See, because
first, also, if they're watching right now, is the number like I want to make sure they have the phone number to do this. It's tagged.
Everybody,
awesome.
918-210-0254.
Because it really does close at midnight. It's not just like if you go at 1 o'clock in the morning, the page is going to say closed.
Yeah, I mean, this is it. Like I've been telling everybody every day that it's till Thursday at midnight. So all they have to do is text the 3 letters MBS to 918-210-0254. And by the way, it's $997 or like 3 payments of $300-something bucks. Dude, $1,000, and I always say this, if you can spend $1,000 and get 100 times return, you take that bet every time. I'm guaranteeing this, that I'm going to change people's bloodline. And by the way, so September Master Closer Seminar, the live event that we're doing, you're going to come down and speak for 90 minutes. It's that hour and a half, right? On September 15th, whatever it is, they're going to live stream. I'm going for 8 hours. You're going to be for 90 minutes. I'm going 8 hours. They can live stream this from anywhere in the world, no matter where you're at. And if you can't make the live stream, we're going to send you the recording. I'm not giving anyone any way to miss anything. And all the Zoom calls I'm doing, the 7 Zoom calls, if they miss them, they're getting the recordings. Nobody can miss anything. I'm making it where it's bulletproof. Like they would not have to do the work. But dude, I'm so like, backing you guys, because you guys changed my life, that I swear out of this, we're going to create the world's greatest leaders.
I love it.
Okay, and then one more deal I wanted to show you. Oh wait, 2 more deals. Damn it.
But wait, there's more and more.
Dean, for 2 years, not 2 months, for 2 years, Monday through Friday, we do a 1-hour Zoom training each day. Okay, it's called the Elite Mastermind Calls. Every morning at 9 a.m. AZ time, and by the way, if they miss it, they get the recording, they can watch it that night. 52 weeks in a year for the next 2 years, Monday through Friday, 1-hour Zoom training. Our whole company does them. We teach everything we do. They can get mentorship for 2 years. It's free. Like, we're giving it when they buy your product that's going to change their life. And then I'm going to give you, I broke it down here. This is your business system. This is yours, right?
Yeah.
It's $997, and it's down here. It says $997 or 3 payments of $380. They get the A to Z build. They get the greatest salesperson. That we're going to teach them the skill, which we go through. We're going to give the virtual ticket, 2 years of coaching, and then if you guys do, because it's the last day. So my deal is tomorrow. I don't have to post about it. I don't have to talk about it anymore.
Yeah.
And by the way, like when they went live and we were at dinner and he was telling me they were going to do this, I was like, dude, how can I help?
Exactly
And I know that there's some people that want to help, but let me tell you something. If I've ever changed your life in any way, shape, or form, okay, you have to listen to me right now. Like, there's times where you need to let me take over the thinking for a minute, and I need to tell you that you need to do this because this is where your life changes. And a good coach will tell you now is the time. And then I just released this, and I just said this. We just released our leadership course, okay? I haven't priced it. I haven't put it on the website. And then I'm going to just give it for free. So here's what I did. Sales and leadership will get you rich, okay? And I'm going to put this here. Sales and leadership will get you rich. Let's go back where I can put this number. This 918-210-0254. All they got to text is MBS. And Dean, basically, they're going to get you and Tony's product. They're going to train on everything that you have. You're changing their life. They're going to be anybody that doesn't know you guys, I know they know you, but doesn't know you, when they get in there, they're going to choose you as their coach. They're going to watch everything. Now, I'm one of y'all's greatest students. What does that mean? That means whatever you guys say, I don't ask questions. You would never say anything to steer me wrong. You would never say anything to put my family in harm's way. You would never do anything to guide me to not make me more successful. So if you say it, I'm taking it to the bank. There's a lot of people right now that are full of shit. Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi are not full of shit. So when they put out a product twice a year that I can be a part of, I'm all in. And I'm a psycho competitor. And the deal is that I have an abundance mindset. All right, some people are scarce, like, well, my clients. No. Dude, I wouldn't have one client if it wasn't for you guys. If you guys wouldn't have taught me, I wouldn't have had one client. So my deal is that what you're doing, I'm giving all this away because I have nothing to sell them. I'm going to change their life. I know I'm going to do business with them 1,000,000 times over. They're going to get into your system. They're going to learn how to monetize. They're going to get in on this $1 billion a day industry. And whether they end up like it's an artist who's painting and he teaches someone how to create art and they make $5,000 a month in additional income, that's a lot of money. That can change someone's life. And then if they get extreme like us, you know, I'm like, let's go make hundreds of thousands. Let's turn your annual income into your monthly income and let's go crazy. So they'll get that side of me the whole journey, but they can use your product.
Absolutely.
And anyways, I'm just excited, man.
Well, thank you. Thank you for the support, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Truly.
I love it,
it's fun coming here. And this has been a busy year. It's been a busy month. This is the last day. My office is buzzing right now, but you called and said you were going live. I'm like, let me go up there and just say hi to your amazing team and thank you in person for what you've done here. But this is truly one of those times, and I mean that. Here's what I'll say. If you're thinking about this, now's the time to really make some hard decisions. And listen, if you're inspired today and this is not for you, then do something today. Take this feeling, take this momentum, take this state of mind and go do something, because 50 comes like that, 80 comes like that, and the end comes like that. And the worst case scenario is to get to the end and realize you missed it. You played small, you missed out. So all I'd say is we'd love for you to take this opportunity. Tony and I work our tails off to provide something amazing at the best price ever. We'd love for you to be this. This is why we're pushing. It's why we're closing it tonight. We're creating urgency so you do it. But second, most important thing is, if it's not this, go do something. Say no today. Say yes today. Stop dabbling. Stop pretending. Stop waiting for permission for someone in your family. Stop waiting till your spouse supports you. Just go do your thing, and I promise you, you turn that light up. Stop dimming your glow to match everybody else. Turn your own light up. I promise it'll attract the right people in your life. I appreciate you. I hope you'll call that, text that number, MBS. You'll get a link. And that link is really important to go here and get that link, because not only will you get it before midnight, that link is tracked to Andy, so he knows to send you the book and give you all these other bonuses. So click that link, go there, go before midnight, and we'll see you inside the course.
Yeah, guys, I love you. And hey, I appreciate you, Dean. Guys, hey, listen, I love you. And by the way, tomorrow, I promise I won't talk about Dean and Tony until the next time Dean and Tony put something on, okay? And every time I made a commitment with my company, every time they put something on, I'm just going to bark at you, because they changed my life, and I feel like that I am so blessed that I would be an absolute idiot and a jackass not to share this with you guys, okay? So I love you guys. I appreciate it. Remember this, text 918-210-0254, text MBS. And by the way, if anybody has bought this already, all this stuff I just said, it's all going to you guys. So you guys are all going to get it, okay? But it just needs to be on this link, because I'm doing this for my people. Like I told them, I want them to change my people's lives, so I added all this free training on the backside, okay? So I don't need anything from you guys. Just be great. I love you guys. I'm going to see you inside of all the coaching calls. A lot of you have been waiting for an opportunity. I don't ever teach this stuff to anybody, what I do. I coach in other stuff. So I'll actually get to teach what I love best now, which is how you guys can do what I'm doing, which I've asked people pay me $100,000 to do it, and I don't do it. And so I built all this out just for this system. So it ends tonight. So everybody text 918-210-0254. Text MBS. MBS. We'll send you over the link. I'm not your babysitter. You guys buy it. It expires tonight. I'm going to send you the book. I'm going to send you everything. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Let's change the world.